Hi, welcome to Focus. My name is Michael Richmond. With me today, I have a very beautiful young lady who understands colors, who uses it to materialize herself, market herself, and use it also to get good remarks. A young lady who we know was the first runner-up at the recently concluded Miss Jam Zone last year, and a young lady who we are looking forward to making a very wonderful breakthrough in the modeling field. I'm talking about Miss Jasmine Assanah. Miss Jasmine, good afternoon. Welcome to Focus.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How's it been?
It's been good so far. I can't complain. Nothing to complain about
Yeah,
right now.
I think you should not complain because, I've been trying so hard. It's been so hard, so long, just to get Jasmine Assanah. It's so hard that I was like, why? I think
sorry,
God
my
gave up.
schedule is very tight, so
Yeah.
it's hard to fit a lot of stuff in.
But besides, who is Jasmine Assanah?
For those of you who don't know me, I am Jasmine Assanah, the first runner-up of the Miss Jam Zone pageant 2022. I am a dancer, choreographer, model, actress, and music and sport enthusiast.
Wow.
Yes.
So where did it start for you in modeling? Let's just start with modeling.
It started for me back in school, St. Joseph High School.
Yeah.
I was a former student there. When they would have fashion shows at the fairs, St. Joseph Fair was one of the big things back then.
Yeah.
So it started for me there, and I just worked my way up from there.
Well, I've seen that you kind of use these colors and the way you express yourself with colors. It's so unique. It's really different.
Yeah.
What's it really knock with you on these colors? It's really
I
fantastic.
honestly don't know, some people would say some colors would look good on you and some
Yeah,
won't.
yeah.
I don't believe that is true. I believe I believe that you would look good in anything that you feel good in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for me, I really love colors as it relates to the way I dress.
Yeah.
And I just try to mix and match most of my outfits. So that's how come that comes along.
It's really, it's really crazy though, because I was like, I didn't even know who, was actually Jasmine Assanah though. And I was like, what is some lady really looking, I think she had on like a white crochet something the first time I saw I recognized you. And then the next time I saw you, it was like for Miss Jam too. And I was like, you know what? I try and forget for no the person, but as a saying, it's really good and unique in the way you mix the colors. It tells,
I like colors. Colors tell a story.
a very good story.
Yeah.
Very good story. So let's go to pageantry now. What was the remarks like, from the people in your circle when you told them of your, interest in pageantry?
Well, let me first say that my dad wasn't very enthusiastic at first when I said I wanted to join the Miss Jam Zone pageant. My grandma was excited. The only person that I felt had my back before I decided to enter the Jam Zone pageant was Anastasia Nicola Sanford, attorney at law. She motivated me to enter the Miss Jam Zone pageant after she was one of my mentors in the Miss Guyana Teen Scholar pageant in 2019. So I didn't really get much encouragement at first, but after and telling them that I'm very passionate about it and I'm very interested in the pageant, and they realized that it's going to be one with a difference, so they were all supportive of me after.
So let's stay on support, because it's very good that you actually mentioned that word. Actually, it is like something sacred to, keep your body enclosed. I guess that's a reason for a lot of parents not liking
They were
pageantry.
very concerned that it was going to be a bikini pageant.
Very conservative, which in reality, it really it got the bikini segmented. But where did you actually muster up that confidence though? Like to actually walk the runway in a that takes some
I
sort
would
of
say
confidence.
it was at the said pageant at Miss Jam Zone.
Yeah.
I was never confident enough to step out in a bikini. I would always want to be throwing on an overthrow, a big t-shirt anytime that I'm out. I've never I was always concerned about entering pageants with a bikini segment because I'm like, I can't do this. I don't have the body for this. I can't possibly walk on the stage and have these people look at me and be like, oh my God, but they could be judging, they could turn if this part's looking bad. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, it was so crazy. But that confidence came from us actually rehearsing for Jam Zone. Our mentors, they made us wear bikinis in rehearsal.
Okay.
So we got comfortable with the people around us,
Yeah.
and then that was how we were able to, muster up that confidence to be on stage in a bikini.
Wow. Must be something. Miss Guyana Teen Scholarship Pageant, that was in 2019. Talk me through it, Jasmine. That was actually your first major runway.
Yes, that was my first pageant. One of the best, and I think that was the one that definitely built my enthusiasm for pageantry. I actually wanted to join the Miss St. Joseph pageant, but I never got to because I ended up finishing school, and the year that they were supposed to do it, they didn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I decided to join that pageant back in 2019. I did that on my own as well. And what can I say? I just took the risk and I got great results, very great results. And I don't know, I'm very glad that I did that pageant. I have no complaints about that or entering pageantry at all.
So basically, I guess it's fair to say that that event actually prepared you for where you are now.
Yes, it definitely did. It definitely molded me into the individual that I am today. Because that pageant wasn't just a pageant. It was a program, I can say, and it taught us so much about makeup, about fashion, about fitness. They taught us how to speak. They taught us always have a talent. They taught us to be bold, be brave, and be confident. That was our motto back then, and that was the first time I actually learned to walk in heels as well.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Like, very good. Doing T-stands and how to look in a pose, So, yeah, that pageant really built my self-confidence as a person.
It's something very wrong then.
Very rounded
nice.
pageant. And I would advise any young girl, if she's interested in joining pageantry, that the Miss Guyana Teen Scholarship Pageant is one for you.
Over the years also, I've seen you grow and you work with some very interested, people. But let me highlight one, Poonam Singh. Poonam. How was that experience being for you?
Poonam, she is such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. I must thank her as well for even considering me to be in her music video. That was the Happy Place video.
Yeah.
How did I get that gig? Oh, I was dancing at the time with Kwesi Welcome and Jamal Ellis.
Yeah.
And he recommended me. And he said that it was around a bunch of girls that they were trying to select from. And she was like, oh, I want her. I like her. Because she said, at the time I had bald head too. Right? So she was like, she's looking for that diversity in her video. And I guess I was the one that she wanted. So,
God.
Yeah, she was really sweet throughout the entire process. She never made us feel any type of way. She was always very motivating. That was one of my favorite videos and favorite artists to work with. Yeah.
Wow. Lately, Jasmine, we're seeing young women rising up, and it's very important to say that they are taking, places in high positions, whether it be in the fashion industry and other male-dominated arena. What are your thoughts about this level of inclusion now that we're seeing within society?
I like that women are being included in society, especially in the male-dominated aspects.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, back in the pageant, my platform was gender equality.
Yeah.
So I am very happy to see that we're going places and that both male and female can get the same, what can I say?
Opportunities.
The same opportunities as each other. So I'm very glad and very happy, eager to see where that takes our society right now.
But you see, with that pageant, so as I spoke to your best friend, I think it was a day or two back, with that pageant, it was such a beautiful event for me. Mainly as a male spectator looking in, it was such a good occasion because when I look at it, none of you guys at that point was anywhere around 25.
You're talking about Jam Zone?
I thought Mummy Jam
Okay,
Zone,
yeah.
21, 20,
Yep.
and now going to, into the
Yes.
20s. How important was that for you? Like seeing a bunch of young ladies for second and third dominate something, young. That's the key point there. Young ladies.
It was very motivating to see that Guyanese young women are taking up space and they're pushing themselves beyond limits that nobody ever thought
Yeah.
would be possible right now in our society.
Yeah.
So it's really great. I worked with a lot of young women. I've seen them grow beyond measures in a short space of time.
Yeah.
So that shows that we have the ability to learn new things within a very short space of time and still execute it to the best of our abilities.
Let's just talk about humbleness though. How do you manage to stay humble?
I
Or this just like a nature thing for you?
I can't say. There's one thing that I always do say though. Kindness can take you very far away.
Point man. Point
Yes.
man.
If you cannot be kind, be quiet. And that's that's a motto that I go by. So
Yeah.
I guess that's how I stay grounded and humble.
If you had the chance to work with, a local designer, well, you probably work with some. Let's just say, who's your best local designer that you work with?
Olympia Small. I've worked with Olympia for the Jam Zone pageant.
Yeah.
And before Olympia, I've also worked with Mark Roy Jr. and Randy Madre.
Randy.
Yeah, so those are the 3 designers that I've ever worked with throughout any modeling gig that I've ever had or pageant industry.
And let's talk about international. Who do you look at overseas?
An international designer that I admire.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any specific one that I can pinpoint right now.
Yeah.
So, nah, I'm a very patriotic person. So, anything homeland, that's
Homeland. So what does 2023 really has, or have in store for Jasmine Assanah?
In 2023, you can be looking forward to seeing me take a new step into content creating, which I stepped into after, before I entered the Jam Zone pageant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a new step into making new videos for my stories or for my Instagram, so you guys can look out for those. Not gonna say too much because it's gonna be a surprise.
So, what would you do now though, Jasmine, since you have such a large platform? What would you do now that you can also help further and grow and also teach other young women who aspire to be on that runway?
I'm
in years to
trying to
come?
take a step into mentoring.
Yeah.
As it relates to dance and modeling specifically. The other thing I think that I'm taking a step into is helping them build their personal pages and how to, sell yourself on your socials as, an ambassador of who you are, somebody that you are. So those are the 3 things that I am going to be I'm looking forward to mentoring right now.
Wow. It's moving so fast, so quick that we're like to the bottom already. Jasmine has been very good. And oh my, Jasmine, before we end such a wonderful talk, I can't believe I waited so long to end so quick.
I'm sorry
Oh
on
my
my behalf.
It's very
But
good. I really enjoyed it.
I hope it was worth the wait.
It was. It really was. What knowledge do you intend to give to other young ladies in 2023 Miss Guyana Team with Purpose Award, in which you will be a trainer?
So in any pageant that you step into, your confidence is your best accessory. You cannot nobody can wear your confidence like you can. I mean, confidence is not something that just comes easily, but once you look good, you feel good. So I'm just hoping that I can teach them to be able to walk like queens, talk like queens, and walk with their head held high on that stage. And it will be a pageant where we cannot pinpoint just one person and say, oh, we want her to win. We can be like, which one,
Yeah.
right?
Which is good.
So I'm really much looking forward into seeing how much they're gonna grow over time in
Yeah.
this journey that they have coming up. And take your time. Just know that I will be by your side throughout the way, and let's see where that takes us.
Let's just look at life and call life a pageant then. It's filled with ups, you walk that runway of life, and then you got this time when the heels will make you fall. But it all leads back to actually dressing and using colors to express yourself and the way you feel and these sort of things. It's been such a beautiful show with Miss Jasmine Assanah. We intend to, follow her, keep following her as she continues to grow strength to strength, stride to stride within the acting, the singing, and also within the world of pageantry. Miss Jasmine, has been such a beautiful, moment, sitting, talking with you. I don't want to use the word interview, but it was really good speaking with you. I can't wait to see what tomorrow was. Just continue looking beautiful. Love the leather.
Ah, thank you, man.
I'm so in love with the leather. Just continue to, be you, be humble, and let's just see what you're talking about doing in 2023.
Yes.
I can't wait. Big shout out to my technical team, Cleveland James, and Chemo Award in producing such a wonderful show, Focus. Thank you guys for tuning in.